Great. Okay. So, Martin, what do you want to work through?
I'd like to work through some anger. I've started to realize that, yeah, I've got a lot of anger towards my ex, which I've brushed under the carpet.
Mhm.
I've made excuses for her behavior for a long time, but I know it's there and I
Mm.
want to confront it and work through that.
Okay. So here's what we need to do. Obviously, this is not happening all the time. So you're not
No.
angry all day, every day. So give me a time recently where this has come up, a specific time.
Um, I'd say when I've been talking to my kids and she's been hanging around.
Okay. So give me a specific time. When was the last time this happened?
This would have been last Thursday,
Okay.
about 4:05.
Oh, now we're getting specific.
Yeah.
Now this is what I like. 4:05. Okay. Great. Okay. So I want you to go back there in your mind and just for the purposes of transformation, I just want you to recall that experience and step into that so that you see what you saw, hear what you heard, and feel what you felt. Just be there again. Now, where do you feel the anger in your body?
My chest.
In your chest. What does it feel
Like
like?
it's tight.
Tight. Okay. And how intense is this emotion?
On a scale of 1 to 10, I'm gonna give it a 7 or an 8.
Oh, now which one is it? Got to be specific.
8.
8. Okay, so it's an 8. Okay, good. Just be there with it for a moment. Just noticing it fully and knowing that it's just an emotion and that you are so much more than just an emotion. And what I want you to do now is, and I know this may sound a little bit strange, but you know what it feels like when you drop? So, feeling this feeling of dropping, just drop through this experience until you drop down underneath that feeling. And what feeling or emotion lies beneath this emotion?
Guilt.
Sorry, what?
Guilt.
Guilt. Okay. Okay. And now just imagine dropping through that feeling. And what feeling comes up as you imagine dropping through this feeling?
Vulnerability.
Okay. Just keep dropping down through that. And what feeling comes to you as you imagine yourself dropping through that one?
Fear.
Fear. Yeah. Okay. Just keep imagining dropping through that and just drop down through that feeling. And what emotions below that feeling?
Anxiety.
Hmm. Okay. And just imagine dropping through that feeling. And what's beneath that?
Um, Amusement.
Hmm. And just drop through amusement. And what's beneath amusement?
uh, Strange as it sounds, I'd say happiness.
Happiness. Okay. So now feel the feeling of happiness. Yeah.
Okay.
Notice where you feel it in your body. Yeah.
Okay.
As you
Feeling it in
feel
my belly.
as you feel this happiness, how does having happiness transform or enrich amusement?
I'm realizing that everything's very surreal. It's not worth being upset about.
No, that's right. Yeah. So, how does already having happiness as a way of being transform or enrich what you used to think was anxiety.
It's taken me out of it.
Yeah.
I'm not, yeah. It feels like I am in the lead role of my own personal pantomime.
That's right.
And there's actors around, but I can't take it seriously.
That's right. Okay. How does already having happiness as a way of being in the world transform or enrich that old fear?
It protects me.
That's right. It does. How does already having happiness as a way of being in the world transform or enrich that old feeling of vulnerability?
I'd say it dissolves it.
That's right. Good. And how does already having this feeling of happiness as a way of being in the world transform or enrich guilt?
Okay, cancels it out.
It cancels it out, doesn't it? Yeah. So, how does already having happiness as a way of being in the world completely transform anger?
It makes me feel like just like a TV sitcom. It's like it's not real anger. It's
Mm,
just a situation. It's
yeah.
for amusement purposes.
Mm. And so, when you feel this happiness as a way of being in the world, what else happens to those old problem states?
I detach from them.
That's right. Yeah. And as you feel this happiness, how does that transform that memory that we first started with?
It injects it with color.
Yeah. And as it injects it with color, notice how that feels in your body.
Okay. So I was originally feeling the anxiety here. Now it's a very light, it's more like butterflies, like a tingling
Okay. Yeah.
energy.
Yeah. 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 Okay.
It's actually the issue was talking to my children when my ex was hovering over them.
Yeah.
She's faded in the background and
That's
it's just
right.
this cornucopia of colors of how I'm enjoying talking to my kids.
Brilliant. Because you want to have a kind of feeling of butterflies when you talk to your kids and have fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that would be good. Okay.
Yeah.
So when you feel this happiness in your body, how does that transform or enrich that situation completely?
It it brings out the positives and
Mm.
fades away the negatives.
Yeah. So now imagine a time in the future, which, if it would have happened in the past, you would have most likely responded with that pattern of behavior that you didn't like. What happens now?
I can smile and recognize the absurdity of it.
Yeah, that's right. So here's the interesting thing. Let's see what happens now when you try. I want you to really try to see if you can get back that problem state of anger that we started with. When you try to do that, what happens?
Try and bring it back as in my mind, it was like a black and white grayscale image.
Yeah,
But as soon as I'm bringing it back, the color just gets, as I said, injected into it.
yeah,
It's like I can't get the original back. No.
Oh, okay. And this is better, yeah?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Good.
I can get it back for a split second, and then it's
Yeah,
as
exactly.
color.
So so the trigger is still there, but the response is different.
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay. So would you like to take this out into your future,
yeah,
like into all of your tomorrows and into
yeah.
all your interactions, not just with your ex, but perhaps with other people?
Absolutely.
Yeah, good. So I'd like you to again imagine a time in your future which, if it would have happened in the past, you would have most likely responded by getting angry. And now notice what happens now.
Just being able to laugh it off.
Yeah. And I'd like you to imagine a time maybe 6 months from now when you know you're absolutely, totally, completely changed and like that anger issue is completely gone. And you can barely remember what it was like to even have that. How are you now as a person?
Light. My
Mm,
body feels
yeah.
smiling.
Yeah. Who will you be as a person now that you no longer get angry unnecessarily?
Sorry, say that again, please.
Who will you be as a person now that you've learned how to deal with this?
Yeah, I think light is a good word.
Mm,
Free,
free,
fresh.
free and fresh. Great. What's it like when you feel free and fresh?
Um, empowered,
Empowered. Great.
energized.
Free.
Nothing's dragging me down. I think it feels like when I was being bound by chains, I'm
Yeah,
now
yeah. So as you
living in
feel free and fresh and empowered right now, how does this feel in your body right now?
energizing, tingling.
Energizing. Great. So as you feel free, fresh, empowered, and energized, now imagine being in a situation with your ex and notice how you respond differently now.
Yeah. Just impervious.
Impervious. That's it. So as you're now impervious, I want you to, and like you're feeling free and fresh and empowered and really energized and impervious. Just imagine a situation with your wife, which if it happened in the past, you would have got triggered. What happens now?
Just can smile.
Yeah,
Realize it doesn't matter.
that's right. And notice how your body feels now.
Tall, straight,
Yeah.
standing up.
So let's see what happens now when you really try hard in vain to get back that old problem state. When you try to do that, what happens?
Just,
What happens when you try?
yeah, I'm just smiling. I'm laughing. It's
Yeah,
not there.
that's right. It's not there. And you know it's not there because when you try to find it, it's just not there.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, Martin, just open your eyes. How was that?
Yeah, it's fun. It was curious with the drop down. I was not expecting suddenly I'm going through it's like what is it, fear, anxiety, whatever, and then suddenly the smile creeps into my face. I'm like, where did that come from? I
Yeah.
was not expecting that. And then it was like, how silly, like
Mm.
thinking back about these negative or yeah, the original emotions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It really transforms everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very efficient.
It works so well. And it's such a good method to work with problems like this.
Yeah.
Brilliant. And we're done in
Thank
time as well. Look at
you. Yes.
that. Plenty of
Fantastic.
time.
Yeah. Really appreciated the experience.
Great.
So I'll catch up later. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just going to pause the recording.